difficult for my understanding. If anyone needs a catch up, this girl that he fancied just died. His cousin's a dick, like real. He probably killed her, but now there's like conveniently plot wise, another girl has just turned up that he fancies. So let's see how David gets on this week. Right, see what I've got to do here. Normally I don't leave it this long, but right. Find out more about the drowned woman in the vision, and find out why Ailsa was in the attic. Because I went up to the attic and it seemed creepy as shit, so I would definitely not have been bothering with that. Right, I think I've got to go outside. Once again, thank you to the people who watched this. I appreciate the...
You see? The necklace was his mother's. He gave it to the maid. The maid!
You're right. We need to speak to him about this.
Oh,
but
God.
How could you know this? I can't help you if you don't tell me.
Cousin Eddie might be a murderer. How I draw my conclusions can wait for now.
Well, whatever he is, he's a dick. A horrible, horrible, annoying person. See what's down here. Right, I need to reach the garden and go down the stairs and turn left towards the tree. Tell you this, the game takes ages to load, and I thought we were past that, you know, like in gaming, and this doesn't feel like it's that big of a game, so I don't know what's happening here. If I was to do a review of this game, which I'm not, I'd say that the loading times are like dead long, and that Cousin Eddie is insufferable to talk to, and I have to keep talking to him.
What is it? I'll get you back.
Stop monkeying around. Come with me.
I'll come inside in a bit.
Don't go.
Can I just have a few
It's
more
not a request, Carol.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
What's happening to me?
David? Is everything all right?
Just
should make
tell her.
haste.
Tell her. See what's happening around this tree. Is that another load? Like, literally all I did there was walk around a little field. It took ages to load that, and now we're loading again.
Oh, stunning.
That sounded dead.
How curious. Come and look at this.
Come on then, what am I looking at?
Look, they form a clear circle.
No.
This
Those
can't be
don't.
a fluke.
Well, looks like one of the stones is missing.
A heavy enough stone to weigh yourself down with.
depressing. Wow. Why? God, no wonder you're reluctant to talk to this psychiatrist, even though that's what you thought about a bunch of stones that aren't in a circle, and one of them's not there. My immediate thought wouldn't be, oh, someone drowned with that.
You see? The necklace was his mother's. He gave it to the maid. The maid!
You're right. We need to speak to him about this. But how could you know this? I can't help you if you don't tell me.
Cousin Eddie might be a murderer. How I draw my conclusions can wait for now. Something's carved into each one.
Right, this feels already like...
I've never seen a rose like this before.
I have. The gardener, Rory. He brought some down from the glass house.
Right, what do I do now? I've looked at that flower. Right, now I need to go back towards the bridge near the boat. Oh, God. Okay, that was a photo piece found. Continue marching left and use the stone path to climb up the slope and return to the castle. And then I need to head to the greenhouse, where Rory is still doing something. Why is he still working at this hour? Like, I'm aware that he's blind, so it doesn't really matter what time he's working. But it feels like he's got very odd shift patterns. Right, let's chat about the roses.
That's an unusual looking rose. I noticed one lying by the side of the loch.
Aye, that's been me. A flower for the flower of Scahandu, Cecilia.
My aunt? They're for her.
I grew 'em for her. She loved the roses, did Cecilia. No the red ones, though. Made her think of blood, ye ken.
Forgive me, but wouldn't it be more fitting to place them on her grave?
Why, she's no there, is she, laddie? That's not where she rests. And I don't much stand by your modern god.
Rory, what happened to her? What happened to Cecilia?
I'm not in the mood to open old wounds, laddie.
Let's ask him about the grave. No, I'll ask him about the runes. I feel like for him to go, oh, I don't want to go into that, and then for me to go, tell me, is inappropriate. But let's do it anyway.
May I have some of the roses, Rory? I'd like to place them on Cecilia's grave.
What's she to you? You didn't ken her.
No, I didn't. But she's family. And besides, Father always spoke fondly of her. He would even smile as he talked about playing in the gardens with her as a child.
He did he? Aye, well, that's good to ken. I should have some left in the glass house.
I ask him about the runes and go, do you reckon someone drowned themselves?
There are some strange markings carved into the stones on the shore.
Runes, aye. I'm old-fashioned, I suppose. Still hold to the old ways.
Superstitions don't gain validity just by being believed in for a long time.
I'd watch that. Your precious science doesn't have all the answers, lassie.
And this coming from a man with no eyes.
I'll speak to you later, Rory.
Aye, I'm sure you will, laddie.
So now head into the greenhouse.
Sorry, lassie, but you can't go in. It's for family only.
Just hold on a moment.
No, it's okay. I quite understand.
How do you even
You go
know?
ahead, and I'll wait here for you,
Just sneak in.
if I must.
Aye, you must.
Just sneak in.
I know, it doesn't look like I have green fingers.
You're doing this all at night. I don't see the point. Right. So, once inside, examine the roses near the windows to the right where Rory stands.
Are these...
Aye, Cecilia's roses.
They're beautiful.
I like to think so.
But they seem to be the only thing that grows here.
Because he's planting everything at night. He doesn't. I feel like this staff. Not that it's good that they are like obviously not discriminating, but give him another job. Give him something else.
Can you tell me about Cecilia? What was she like?
She was a lovely lassie, but she had more than her share of troubles.
Grandfather Edward.
You ken well enough, son.
You said she wasn't in her grave.
Aye, that I did, that I did.
Did she drown?
She did. Killed herself. Her body was never found. Now all I have of her is my memories. And they are not what they were. And this.
Now this it says there's something on the adjacent wall that I've got to get. Now, do you know what? I took the word adjacent and mistook it for opposite.
That is exquisite. Cecilia made this.
She made it, aye. For me. Girl must have cut her fingers 100 times doing it. On the thorns, ye ken.
It's like a John Lewis advert, this now.
You are unworthy of the name Gordon.
Get away from her, you coward!
Bit funny, isn't it? Ugh. God, that was ridiculous. Can't believe I'm so bad at this game that a spectre, like something that's not even like physical, just choked me to death. Okay, let's do this again, but not get choked. Choked to death.
Looking to break some more locks, laddie.
Can you tell me about Cecilia? What was she like?
She was...
Bored.
Aye.
Did she...
She...
Awkward silence now.
That is exquisite. Cecilia made this.
She made it, aye. For me. Girl must have cut her fingers 100 times doing it. On the thorns, ye ken.
You are unworthy of the name Gordon.
Get away from her, you coward!
Oh, what's it want me to do? Right, yeah, it's and I've got to go get that. Have I? What's that? Come on. Examine it.
Who is that old woman? It takes courage to confront Edward like that.
Oh, no. She cut her fingers 30 times and the authorities don't care. Keep on getting choked to death by a spirit. Right, this time we definitely got this. No way in this green earth that I'm not going to not get choked. No, I will not get choked out by a spirit. I'm Scottish and I'm angry. I didn't know. Oh, laddie.
Look. That is exquisite. Cecilia made this.
She made it, aye. For me. Girl must have cut her fingers 100 times doing it. On the thorns, ye ken.
Touch that. Touch that. And now I've got to examine.
You are unworthy of the name Gordon.
He is basically the way that they were back then. Examine it. Examine it. What are you doing? Why won't it just let me examine it?
She was a...
Angry. Why?
That...
Get up!
Get lost!
You monster!
Who is that old woman? It takes courage to confront Edward like that.
Right, I've done 2 of them. Come on. Oh,
They
thank
lied to me.
the Lord.
Who did?
All of them.
Let the psychiatrist see this. Oh, he did. I'll take that. Awkward, because he fancies her. Infertile. That feels like a very... I've just tried to choke this person. Infertile.
Was Cecilia not able to have children? Did that anger Grandfather Edward?
Maybe you can see well enough too, son. Maybe you can. It wasn't her, it was her husband. He was the bother. Couldn't, you can?
I think so, yes.
Aye, well, Edward blamed Cecilia for it. For picking the wrong man for her mate.
Oh, he would have... If he'd have waited 100 years until Tinder came along, he'd have been like, alright, I'm gonna wait a few weeks. Rather than smack people about and throw pruning shears and then let my ghost strangle people to death.
What just happened?
I could ask you the same thing. You started to talk to yourself. And then you were throwing your arms about like you were fighting something. I couldn't see what. You started bawling and the lassie came in to see what was going on. She tried to settle you, but you just went for her.
Awkward. Very awkward, because he does fancy her.
I saw an old lady. She wore a long, flowing dress. Her voice was strong, determined.
Sounds like Rosemary. She was Lady Margaret's mother. You'll be fine, laddie. You just need some fresh air. This place can get to you.
Oh, not wrong there. Right. Okay, so it wants me to examine the window.
The secateurs should be... Here they are. How could I know? This seems awfully accurate for a forgotten memory. The crack is right there. Edward was furious. Seems like him and great-grandmother Rose didn't see eye to eye.
Now leave the greenhouse. Why won't we go out? So it looks like I've now got to go up to the attic. It's like cash in the attic, and I want to have a look round.
David, are you alright?
She's too good for you. Yes, you should be asking her, but because I know that David's a dick, I'm sure he'd say I'm alright first.
I'm fine, thank you. I think this place is starting to get to me.
Didn't even ask her. You didn't even ask her. Let's ask her about Cecilia.
I think that Edward may be responsible for the death of my Aunt Cecilia. Not directly. She drowned herself in the loch. I think that Edward drove her to it.
Old families usually have a skeleton or two in the cupboard.
Yes, but my family has a graveyard full. I feel like the madness that runs through this family, through these walls, is starting to seep into me too.
I can help you, but you need to open up. You need to start talking to me.
Agreed.
You would not believe me if I told you.
Stubborn, just like your father.
Didn't even ask if she's alright.
Whatever secret this family is hiding, it's costing lives. Cecilia, the maid, my father. We have to put a stop to this. We need to find out what happened to the maid tonight.
What is it, David?
I have to see.
David,
Creepy
wait!
child. Creepy. If I had a child do that to me, I would definitely go the opposite direction. That child, I would have no idea where it went, other than it wasn't where I was.
You have to start confiding in me, David. What are you seeing?
Just tell her. Gonna go with ghosts, because I'm not gonna go with memories, because like I don't know that much about ghosts, but I feel like I know more about memories than ghosts, and a memory has never tried to choke me out.
I think I'm seeing ghosts. Ghosts of those who have died here. I see my father as a child. He's trying to communicate with me.
Perhaps you visited here as a child. Maybe you're remembering stories your father told you of this place when you were young.
You see? I said you wouldn't believe me.
Let's go with the pendant, because the secateurs means nothing to her.
If I'm only remembering things, how would I have known where to find a pendant? How could I have known he tried to force himself on her? Unless you think I killed her.
I don't think you killed anyone, David. And you're right. I can't explain it.
So?
So, we focus on the facts as we know them.
Go on.
You saw the maid's body. Her neck was broken. That was the work of a human, not a ghost, yes?
I suppose so, yes.
Lady Margaret knows more than she's saying, that's for sure.
Godspeed getting anything out of that old hag.
No, I know. But
mean.
Eddie might be an easier option.
Yes. Yes, we need to find him. And make sure Margaret isn't there to interrupt.
I believe she's already gone to bed, but I'll check. You go find Eddie.
Oh, I hate talking to that man. Is there one person in this game I find more obnoxious than you? Right. So now it wants me to go upstairs.
Well, that's clear enough.
I thought you said it was clear enough.
Well, hello, my dear Elsa. Oh, Sir Edward, you look very handsome today.
Eddie?
Why, thank you. You're as beautiful as ever, my little doll. Oh, mwah, mwah.
If I saw a grown adult doing that, I would probably ring Adult Protective Services, especially if he was in a dusty attic.
Eddie, can you hear me? What can you tell me about great-grandmother Rose? What did Elsa have to do? Eddie! Self-made dolls. Ugh. The stuff of nightmares.
Agreed, and I already think Cousin Eddie is the stuff of nightmares. Oh, let me just find out what. Just want a trophy, but I don't know what it's for. It was literally for looking at something.
What do you see here, Eddie?
Be quite safe, the little rabbit said to his brothers and sisters. The fox is fast asleep, so rabbits tiptoed past. But the fox was sly. He wasn't asleep at all. He opened his yellow eyes.
I've warned you before to mind your place. This will be the last time you defy me.
His granddad.
They shone with cruel light as he punched on the rabbits and ate them all one by one. It was only then he went to sleep, his tummy full, his heart content.
I wonder what's on the other side. Is there... no, can't see a switch or lever. I guess not all castles are like Edgar Allan Poe used to describe them.
You're just showing off. You're just showing off that you've read Edgar Allan Poe. That's all you're doing right there. Okay. What have I got to do next? I've got to go to the opposite side of the room. Photo fragment. And look at the planks on the wall. Would be convenient if not all the walls was made of plank.
A secret passage.
What do you think you're doing?
That won't be long, I hope. Look after Eddie.
You just nearly got choked out by a ghost before. And you're saying, oh, I'm not going to be long, and then you're fucking off on your own. What's you doing, David? suddenly one of the... Okay.
Just a little further. Damn it!
That's it. Open wide. Good.
About to see a bukkake.
Don't want any.
That's all right, dear. Did I tell you that John's son David has arrived? He's as bothersome as his father. Not worthy of this place. Poor Angus will never recover from the sight of John's charred remains. Selfish, selfish man.
Please. Don't.
I do not enjoy this, as you well know, but you brought it on yourself. Your son was a good man. You should not have defied him.
Right, you get on the phone.
Rosemary.
You ring 999.
Oh my God. She's barely skin and bones. How is she still alive?
I found the hidden switch. It was in the bookcase.
You scared me half to death.
Well, you will insist on wandering off without telling me where you're going, and I just managed to avoid Lady Margaret when... Jesus God!
Okay. Right, luckily she's a doctor, for quite convenient to the plot, really. Hopefully she won't die, but I don't know. Gets the feeling that she will, especially with that bad bunion. I mean, not that that bunion's going to cause her to die, but, like...
I saw this.
In a vision?
Edward beat her with it. Used it to cripple the poor woman.
Oh my God. And he hung it there to remind her every day. Take it down.
You're sure?
Do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But he's not took it away, he's just put it down. It's still there.
Rose? Rosemary? Can you hear me?
So I've got to, like, look at her feet. Right, brilliant. You did nothing there, David.
Rosemary, I'm David. John's son. Your great-grandson.
Here, try this. No, like this. Gently.
Oh, right. I'm the dot.
Who did this to you?
Edward. I was bad. I disobeyed.
Disobeyed? How did you disobey?
Cecilia. I tried to stop him. Stop what he was doing.
What was he doing, Rosemary?
Should not have disobeyed. Not disturb him in the old wing. Never talk back.
Rose! Rose! What did he do to Cecilia?
I don't think you'll get anything more out of her. Poor woman.
Just bothered right.
Come on, Lady Rosemary. We'll get you out of here.
No!
We can get you somewhere safe.
I'm safe here, in this room. Safe from the Black Mirror.
Not safe from being absorbed by that pillow.
The Black Mirror. Margaret has a lot to explain.
So is she dead now?
I think we need to have words with her ladyship. Margaret, we need to talk about...
Lady Margaret, if you please.
Never mind that. What the hell are you doing with Rosemary?
You're one to talk. You're just like your father, leaving nothing but fear and misery in your wake.
What in God's name are you talking about?
You spoke to young Eddie, did you not? Now he's convinced everyone is trying to kill him. He has taken poor Andrew hostage and is threatening his life.
Where is he?
He's taken him to the old wing, and he is armed.
I'll go. I can talk to him.
You will not. You two have caused quite enough trouble already.
We? How dare you, when you continue to worship Edward, even though he drove poor Cecilia to drown herself?
I will not allow you to...
To what? To speak the truth? To say that Edward...
He never touched her! You come here, and you...
No, you. You are the one in the wrong here. You know more than you're saying, and we both know it. There's something in this place. An evil that has played... Instead of blaming others, maybe you should look closer to home for the cause of your misfortune.
You know nothing. What I did, what I do, everything is for this family. How can you possibly understand?
Please, my lady, we can discuss this later. Miss Farber, you need to speak to Master Eddie.
Take us to him.
Honestly, Cousin Eddie is the bane of my life. He's probably the reason why I've not done this for a week. You know when you're like, oh God, I'm gonna have to deal with
this
that
way.
person.
Have a care in the old wing. It isn't used, and for good reason. A section of wall fell into the sea some years back, and the rest is falling to ruin. Over there, sir.
Eddie?
No! No! They're after me! All of them!
Trying to kill me! No! Please help!
Eddie, look at me, Eddie, just at me. It's going to be all right.
Stay back here. I'll try to reason with it.
You will not.
Yeah,
This is
because
what
you're...
I do.
David, you've got no chance. As if David could have done anything there. Let's see what happens if we go this way.
Oh, deep and wide. I might make it, but Eddie would see me. I might panic him.
I can't believe it.
Eddie? Talk to me, Eddie.
Oh, she's good.
Tell me what's troubling
She's
you.
keeping him distracted.
Troubling me!
But I'm not
He
sure
is!
she's been talking into
And
dropping the
David!
bomb.
They all
Seems
are!
too far gone for that.
They all are what, Eddie?
Accusing me! They think I killed her!
The maid, you mean?
But I didn't! I didn't!
I believe you, Eddie. I believe you.
Let's go here. But yeah, he definitely fancies her the way he was like, oh, she's good.
Steady now.
She's good. I find her very attractive. Although, if she gets with you, David, first of all, you've got a poor fucking personality. Secondly, you've already proven that all your family are like more trouble than they're worth. Like if she marries into that, then she's made very poor choices. She's made very poor choices in her life. If she decides to marry into that. I mean, even if they do have a nice big house, it's probably going to be National Trust soon enough. Let's fucking sort out Cousin Eddie. And luckily we've got some lovely sea breeze. But it smells nice. This is the kind of thing that like Yankee Candle try and turn into a candle and then charge you £10 for.
You stay still!
Let him
Cousin
go,
Eddie at night.
Everything
My
is
Yankee
all
Candle.
right. Slowly, Mr. Harrison.
Come here!
Bloody fool.
He fancies her. Right, what have I got to do here? Okay. So, right, what's this over here?
Dr. Frankenstein's workplace.
Don't try and be sassy right now, David. This is not the time.
Seems intact. Now for some ammunition. Bits
Is he
of
gonna-
bone. Should work if I'm careful.
Is he gonna try and shoot Cousin Eddie?
Seems intact. Now for some ammunition. Let's hope this doesn't snap under the strain.
Leave me alone! I told you! Leave me alone!
Eddie, stop!
What? Get them off me! Get them off!
It's like a crap origin story for Mothman.
What? No! Hold still, you bastard!
Andrew! Andrew, no!
David? David?
What? What happened?
Relax. Everything's fine.
Fine? Are you out of your mind?
Oh, please, contain yourself, Andrew.
I most certainly will not. And I'm not spending another moment in this madhouse. I will fetch the police from the village immediately.
I don't think that would be wise, sir.
I've been saying.
Are
this
you
since the beginning.
threatening me?
Perish the thought, sir. I'm merely pointing out the folly of driving these roads in the dark.
And besides, we may need the car if Eddie's condition worsens.
The insane brat can jump off the roof for all I care. I, for one, will rather risk my life out there than in here.
Leave, then. And before you even think of telling anyone what happened here, just remember who you are dealing with. And yes, you may consider that a threat. Angus, kindly help me with young Eddie.
Definitely.
Careful now. Just take
ring
it
the
slowly.
police.
I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
Science took a beating tonight.
After seeing what happened here, I think even Dr. Freud would agree with you.
Right, and that was the end of chapter 3. Right, I'll probably do chapter 4 tomorrow.